Hey guys, my name's Fizedi. Welcome to my channel. I trust everyone is doing well. I'm standing here on the outskirts of the shopping district here on the Lucidity server, and I'm planning on building a wool shed. So in my last video I said that I was probably going to put it over here, but I'm moving it out a little bit further because the design I've come up with is fairly large. It's going to take up a big chunk of this area here, so I don't want to be taking up some of the prime real estate closer to the middle of the shopping district. If people want to come and buy some wool, they'll know where I am, so I'm not too fussed about not being too close. So I had a bit of a look around at what wool sheds look like, and we definitely have them here in Australia, and they tend to be out in the middle of farming area, which can be a little bit warm. So they are sort of like open, so the wind can, or the breeze can go through. So the design I've come up with is an open design, and gonna have a few sheep and decorations and whatnot around the edges, as well as a sign. And I've just remembered I haven't made the sign, and I've left my shulker box at home. So I'm going to go get myself organized, and I'll pop back and I'll lay down the foundations, and I'll check in with you once that's done. Okay, so this is the first part of the build. I've put down the floor of the area. I've used spruce wood because it's sort of a dirty looking wood, and I imagine that these sort of places out in the middle of nowhere would be, especially open to the air, would be a little bit dirty. So that's why I've picked the spruce wood. I brought a few saplings along with me just in case I run out. But this is the area. There's a little veranda bit out the front. We're going to have some sheep around the edge, just as decoration, chests all through the middle, and a roof. So I will go off and start to put the roof in, and I'll pop back once that's done. So here we are, about the halfway point. It sounds like we've got a bit going on underground. I'll have to investigate that a bit later on. But this is the building starting to take shape. I'm going to have a little stair coming in, and then the roof will be just one block higher. And I'm going to have chests in the middle here, just sunk into the ground. And I needed to make it one wider because I didn't cast properly. We've got a little veranda coming around the edge, but I'm going to have a big huge sheep pen around the edge here. Hopefully they'll spread themselves out. If not, I will lock them in. Sorry, I've just been distracted by that, which now I can't see. I had some patrols come through before, so I had to deal with them. So yeah, so sheep around the edge, a few little decorations. We're almost done. I'll go and fill in the roof, and maybe put in the sheep pens, and then I'll pop back and we'll have a bit of a look. So here we are, we've got the roof on, the floor down, and the pens around the edge where the decorative sheep will be. I've been joined by a wandering trader. Never really have anything good, but he does carry 2 leads. So let's fix him up and his little mates. Come here. So we should have got a couple of leads. Now there's been a sheep. Oh, there he is. Just came in the distance. So he can be the first sheep in our little decorative area. I was going to try and lure him over with the wheat here, but the lead does even better. Come on, buddy. So I'll get a few of them. I might get a few different colors and probably tag them so they don't make noise all the time. So is he still coming? Come on, jump up through here. Excellent. All right, so that's our first sheep. We just need to find, no, I can't get back out that way, but I have put these in. I have to find another one or 2, at least 1, so we can breed them up. So what is next? I also had to remove quite a large area of pond, but that's okay. I needed the sand. Next, I guess I will put in some lights and the chests down here. This is how it's looking so far. I've put in some lighting, and initially I was putting them in with the wooden fences, but the iron bars do look a lot better. But I was just over here looking in, and there's just a lot of lights everywhere. I was thinking it might look a bit better. Maybe if the inside lights were one higher, we might be able to see them through the windows. So I might look at putting them one higher. In fact, we can probably just do it now. I don't know if it's going to reduce the light levels in there. You can't really see them, but at least you're not seeing them. You will sort of see. I'll have a bit of a play with that, but the other thing, this is where all the chests are going, and I'm putting them under or at ground level. So there's 16 of them, one for each color. At some point I'll be selling colored wool, but initially it's probably just going to be white wool. And I'm going to put an item frame on the top with whatever colors in it, because now, let me grab an item frame. Now, yeah, it's been a little while, but you can put item frames on the ground. I notice I can put them on chests and they don't pop off or anything. And have I got a bit of wool? Yeah. So, and I'll just put whatever color wool in there. So I think that will look okay. It definitely won't be so cluttered. And I'll look at doing these lights. So I'll come back with all the chests done and whatever I've decided for the lights. It's nighttime outside and there's a creeper hiding behind those hay bales, but I've put in the lights one higher and I've run around and all the lighting looks like it's above 7, so we shouldn't have any problems with nasty creatures spawning. I've also put in all the chests, as you can obviously see, so that is still working well. And I reduced the number of lanterns hanging around the edges because it looked a bit silly. They might be a little bit uneven, but I will worry about that later. So now I'm just trying to struggle with the making of the letters. You can't use the old way anymore, and this way using the loom is a little bit iffy. So I don't like the fact that that creeper is close by. Let's have a quick sleep. We would have been in trouble. Good shot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work out how to use the loom to make the letters. So I'm going to race off and do that. I'm going to do it at my base because I need some dyes and I don't have them with me here. Alright. Yeah, so I'll go off and do, I don't know what I'm going to write. Woolshed, probably, and maybe just hang it up off there, up there, I'm guessing, yeah. So I'm going to do that, and then I think we're just about finished. We just need to get the wool over here. And maybe bring some dye to dye some of these guys slightly different colours. Okay, the sign is up, and I've done a bit of roughing up around the edges with some bone meal. But I do have to silence these sheep. I got some tags, but I don't have enough. I've got way more than 14 sheep, but it'll be a bit quieter. Where's my gate? A bit quieter with 14 of them being silent. So let's quickly, oh, did I do him twice? Quickly go and do this. 5 more to go, and then I'll go and grab some more tags. Alright, that's the last one. So it should be a bit better, but yeah, not dead silent. So what else have I got? I thought I would maybe put, I reckon they'd probably have shears on the walls around the place. So I've got some item frames and only a few shears. Well, that'll do me. And because in the middle of the outback of Australia, they all like their potted plants, so I've got a couple of pots. So I reckon they'd probably have them just bundled up in the corner here with some dead sticks in it. And possibly, maybe over this side, near the water, a cactus. Looks excellent. So look, I think we're just about done. I still have to move the wool in and come up with a price. I'm thinking maybe 1 diamond for 3 stacks of wool. At the moment they can mix and match. There's not a lot of choice, but I have coloured my sheep over in the sheep farm. So I'll be getting all different colours coming in. And I think I'm going to build the other sheep farm. It just does my head in just looking at them. Just looking at them not walking around. So yeah, I might just, in my free time, build another farm. I am over here because I saw a stray sheep. I actually saw 2. But there's one, or was one, over by the portal. Unless he's walked through the portal. I think he's probably walked through the portal. Let's have a quick squeeze and see if he's on the other side. But there was another one over in the tree somewhere. Yeah, there he is. And if I can get him out. Out of the portal. Oh, I was in here before. And there was a ghast in there blowing up. Damn it, I don't have the lead. Blowing up in there, and I whacked a pigman in the process of killing the ghast. And pigmans were scary on our server for a while because they wouldn't de-anger. So, what is that? That's just a flower. Yeah, they wouldn't de-anger, so the nether was a no-go zone for quite a while. So, I've got a tag here, the name, a sheep. But I want him to be more in the middle. Come over here. Stop playing in the trees. Yeah, over this way. So people can see you. You're my advertising. I have my billboard. Alright. So he can advertise the farm. So that is it for this episode. If I can get out of all these lights. 70 lights. Oh, my billboard's just wandered off into the... Oh no, he's coming back out. That's good. Alright, so yep, that's the end for this episode. Wasn't a very long episode, but I think, yeah, the wool shed is looking reasonably good compared to most of my builds. It's quite excellent. But if you like this episode, hit the like button for me. That helps me out and helps YouTube show my stuff off to other people. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you're old here and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button for me. And remember to hit the bell so you get notifications. I'm streaming as well. We're going to be starting a Skyblock series. So come join me. We'll probably be streaming it. So twitch.tv/Fizedi. And yeah, there's other people. Have a look down below. Follow them on their channels. I'll see you next week. Bye.